What's going on, y'all? I don't remember what episode this is, but Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 7. Let me just tell you this. I don't care what anybody say. Jacqueline is trash, okay? Jacqueline is trash. And I cannot stand when I start off a series really liking a person and that person being on that person's side because I see where they're coming from. And even when she was going through that mess with Teresa, I didn't always fault her for some of the stuff that she did or said because I can clearly see her side in it. And I'm like, yeah, Teresa, you need to let up. But Teresa, you being a little, shady, especially when that shit went down about Melissa and Strippergate and shit like that. And I bring that up because they brought that shit up. You know what I'm saying? But on this stuff, like for the past couple of seasons, it's been making, Jacqueline look like she's losing her goddamn mind, okay? I don't know this Jacqueline. And I say that as if I knew her personally, but I don't know this Jacqueline, okay? Um, Maybe it's because of the issues that she has had going on with Ashley at one point, or maybe it's the issues that she had going on with her son and his illness, his being autistic, or that going on, okay? And not necessarily illness, but maybe it's that, okay? Maybe it's that, and it's all just coming down on her in the simple fact that now we have Teresa out of jail, someone that she was close to at one point in time. And, it's not you trying to get y'all had this big falling out publicly, and now you're trying to get it back, but you don't know if you can trust her or not. But see, you're not making the situation any better because within this friendship, let's not just put it all on Teresa. Jacqueline, you got fault too, okay? You have fault too. Teresa has fault in the reason why both of y'all fell out, okay? But it's the way that you try to handle yourself, trying to get this relationship back on task, okay? You sabotage the fuck out of this relationship right now. You love to play fucking victim. Teresa loves to play that shit too, but you really love it. You really love it like a fat bitch like cake, okay? And we ain't talking about me because I don't like cake like that, so don't y'all even fucking try it. But anyway, you do that. You fucking do that. And this season, this season alone has shown how manipulative you really are. And I understand Siggy and Dolores, they're new on this show, but y'all know Jacqueline for a long time. Well, let's backtrack. Dolores, you known her for a long time. You known her probably a little bit more. Her and Teresa, when they was cool, when they first became cool and stuff. So y'all all known each other. But Siggy, you just came to the fold, so you don't really know the history. And here's my thing. You mean to tell me that you can't see when somebody or feel when somebody is trying to manipulate the fuck out of you? Because that's basically what she just did. She manipulated this whole situation so that she can be the victim, okay? So that Robin can look like the bad guy, like the ultimate bad guy, and so that Teresa and Melissa can look like total trash because they did not have poor little Jacqueline's back in this whole situation. A situation that she started, okay? You cannot sit here and you cannot, look at this thing and tell me no different. I don't care what anybody else has to say, whether you agree or not, in my opinion, and it's not because I'm feeling a way towards Jacqueline in a negative sense. No, I can look at shit and I can point it out and call it out for what it is. Jacqueline, you started the situation with Robin. Okay? Robin said what she had to say on the bus. That really didn't have nothing to do with her because y'all was talking about some family stuff. But to be quite honest, Jacqueline, you bringing up Kathy and Rosie, that didn't have nothing to do with you either. You could have kept that conversation quiet, okay? Or you could have pulled Teresa to the side and told her what was said or whatever. But when y'all was out there in Vermont and y'all was out there by that fire pit, you brought up the situation that got you and Robin into it. You calling her Teresa's loyal little soldier and stuff, and the girl told you not to do it, and you kept on. All right, okay. So you was antagonizing her. You was provoking her. So you put it out there. Okay, you acting like fucking Kenya Moore. All right. When Portia dragged that bitch ass because she put that shit got all up in her personal space, that's what the fuck you did. You did that to Robin. And at that point in time, when you set your ass down on Robin's lap, Robin had every fucking right to push your ass down. And if you was to injure yourself, that'd be on you because you shouldn't have sat on her lap. Okay? And you want to make it seem as if you're the victim. Okay. Oh, because I feel threatened and all this stuff, and we don't need her around because Teresa, she just got out of jail. She don't need to be around that, and we don't want no fights or nothing to happen because Robin is this like violent person or whatever. I've seen her get violent and all this stuff, but bitch, the only person that we seen getting out of control is you. The only person that we seen hyped up about this situation was you. They didn't put a camera in there to see what Robin's reaction was, but from what we didn't see her going the fuck off. We didn't hear her on the other side going off. We didn't hear her crying about it. We didn't hear her trying to come down and sabotage the relationship that she has with you and Teresa. That's not what she was doing. All right. So when Siggy and Dolores go up there telling Teresa and no, telling Melissa that either you the one that invited Robin and Christina, so you're gonna have to tell her to go because Jacqueline feels threatened. Jacqueline feels like something might happen, and we don't want nothing to happen to poor old Teresa. And Jacqueline turned this whole thing into her own situation. This was a trip for Teresa, okay, so she could have fun, and you flipped that shit around and made it all about you. Okay, you couldn't let this bitch have fun for 2 fucking days. Okay, you couldn't do that. It was woe is fucking me, Jacqueline. That's what it was, all right? And then Melissa is just sitting there like, I think she's just putting on and making it seem a little bit more than it is, which the fuck she was. And I'm sitting here like, Dolores, you can't see this? Okay, Siggy, you only been friends with Jacqueline for a couple of years. Maybe you haven't seen this side yet, but come on now. Common fucking sense will tell you something in this motherfucking milk ain't clean. So then when y'all go down to dinner, Jacqueline and Chris is already sitting there. That's lie number one. When Chris gonna tell Kathy, we hadn't even sat our asses down in the chair yet before we was attacked. No, bitch, y'all was there before anybody else showed the fuck up. Okay? They said hello. They gave their pleasantries and all this stuff. Because at this point in time, Teresa found out what was going on and what was said, and she was like, how the fuck do you feel threatened when you went over there and you sat on the girl's lap? And at this point in time, Robin overheard what was happening, okay? Robin and Christina was like, you know what? I don't feel comfortable, mostly Christina, and we're not finna do this. Did they get upset that they heard this? No, they probably was internally upset, but they didn't display it. They didn't act like fucking boys. They didn't act like fucking childish ass people throwing tantrums and shit in this moment. In this moment, they kept it calm, cool, and collected, and they just got their shit and just left the fuck out. You know what? This is your weekend. If she want to feel like this, we just gonna go. And that was it. No problem. They just got up and fucking left. All right? How dare you tell somebody that they have to choose between one friend over the other? If you both my friends and just because y'all got issues with each other, I'm not choosing shit. I'm a fucking neutral party, and if I want both of y'all guys there, I'm not finna pick and say this person gotta go and this person gonna stay, or this person gotta go or this person gonna stay. No, if you feel like you wanna go, you can fucking go. But if you respect me and if you're my fucking friend and if you was really there for me, you will swallow that shit and you will stay. Okay, especially if it's an event for myself. You know what I'm saying? That's what I fucking would have did. It's called you can fucking avoid the person. All you gotta do is stay in this respective corner and talk to your husband and your friends that you cool with, and let them person stay in their respective corner. And motherfuckers on these reality shows, I just don't get how come y'all don't understand this. All you have to fucking do, okay? But you get down to the dinner, and then yeah, I think it was Teresa that said, everybody's here, but we missing too. And so that's how, the situation about Robin and Christina comes up, about the reason why they're not there. And so it's like, you really can't get pissed. You can't get pissed, Jacqueline. I just don't get it. Because the whole time that I'm looking at this, the whole time it's like she was setting it up so that Teresa had to choose. And like Siggy finally came to realize, she's just upset at the fact that, Teresa done got out of jail and she has another friend. And it's not fucking Jacqueline. You up here talking about you feeling threatened by this girl. Teresa called you out and said, if you feel threatened, why the fuck you sat on her? Okay? You said some words towards her, talking about, so go ahead and punch me. She said she was going to beat your ass. Okay? And like Teresa said, if she was really about that life and was really going to beat your ass, when you sat on her, she would have whooped your ass right then and there. Okay? But she didn't. She didn't. So you can cut the bullshit on that shit, okay? And then, You bring in strippergate. Okay, you talking about how everybody's her loyal soldier, and if they not really her loyal soldier, or once they done with the job, they're no longer around that much anyway. Just like the two dudes, Gino or whoever the other person was with, doing the stripper gates, and then you asking Melissa, do she remember you coming up to her telling her about what happened? Melissa, I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Melissa, you stalled on that question for a second, like you was about to lie and say no. But eventually, I would have stalled on that shit too after, the way that Jacqueline started coming at her. Answer the fucking question. Just answer the question, you phony fucking bitch. That's what you acting like, a phony bitch. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? Can she answer the question? And eventually she does answer the question and say, yes, you did come at me and tell me what was going on. But my thing is, you want me to be on your side. You want me to say that I agree with you, and understand where you're coming from, and understand the reasoning as to why you're going off the way that you are, but you coming at me and you attacking me when your issue is not with me. See, here's the thing. Jacqueline has a problem with Melissa. You want to come out and say that Melissa is being fake. Melissa never liked you in the beginning in the first place. Everything that Teresa said about you, Melissa, is correct or whatever. I'm seeing it with my own eyes. I'm surprised Joe didn't get up. Actually, I respect the husbands for not getting involved, even though they were sitting right there, because that would have incensed the hell out of me to listen and to see somebody coming at minds the way that Jacqueline came at Melissa. Okay, I'm sitting here like, it wouldn't have been me. You called her psychotic. You called her all this stuff. Fake, phony, four nose jobs. You throwing all this stuff at her, but yet you the one that feels threatened. You getting up in Teresa's face, you getting up in Melissa's face, you going all over the table doing all of that pointing and shit. You name calling, you talking about the felonies. You talking about, oh, Teresa's she's fake, she's phony, she's narcissistic, she's a psychopath, she's a fucking criminal, she's a bitch, she's all of this. And yet you're the one that's been trying to become friends again with this fake, phony, psychopath, sociopathic, narcissistic, phony bitch, right? You the one that's been crying since day one about not being her friend again. And I'm pretty sure either by the end of this season or next season, if they come back, Jacqueline gonna be on this bitch trying to come back for her and be her friend again. It's a fucking pattern, and you can't tell me no different. Like, Jacqueline, you just made yourself look stupid as shit, okay? You really did. And, you trying to get upset and say that, well, she's only known Robin for a couple of months or so, 6 months to a year, and all this stuff. But you only known Siggy for 2 years. That's what y'all said in the beginning, right? For 2 fucking years. And this is Teresa's first time really being around her like this in this season, okay? And as soon as you introduced her, or Siggy introduced herself, Teresa didn't get upset that she was cool with you. Maybe because y'all had y'all issues, regardless of the fact that y'all have history or whatever. She still didn't get upset that y'all was cool with each other. Okay, so why are you getting so upset that she's cool with other people? You act as if Teresa can't be friends with anybody else but you. Oh, because y'all relationship would never ever be the same, or the closeness that y'all had. And you just don't understand that. And every time when you think like everything is gonna get better, you keep putting your fucking foot in your mouth and fucking that shit up. Okay? That's what you do. All right? You upset and in your feelings because now Teresa is cool with Melissa. That's fucking family. Regardless of whether or not Melissa was blood family or not, or married into it, that's family. Family fight, and they gonna work that shit out. And they finally got into a fucking groove, and you in your feelings over that? You mad because Kathy and Richie and Rosie and her fell out? Let them deal with that shit. She's not talking to you about that no more, okay? Let her deal with that shit. Why are you bringing it up? All right? Same thing with you, Siggy and Dolores. Get the fuck out their business and just let the shit go and let them work that shit out, okay? And you talking about something, let me go home with him, and I don't even feel bad. And Chris talking about something. You was attacked, so that's why you shouldn't. Chris, I understand you her husband and you supposed to make her feel good or whatever. But see, sometimes we have to tell our spouses the fucking truth. Something is wrong. Something is fucking wrong. Siggy realized something was wrong with this bitch when she got back. But then I just didn't understand the fact how Dolores nor Siggy allowed this shit to be so, harmful or fuck them up so bad that they're crying over it. Like, Siggy, you're so fucking dramatic, okay? Ain't no way in hell I'm finna cry over something like this, okay? It's not my fucking issue. If they not friends, they not friends. We still cool. We still cool, right? We still cool, right? Y'all just not cool with each other. Now I know that, and therefore I won't say nothing about you to her, and I won't say nothing about you to her, but we can still kick it and do what we gotta do. It's unfortunate, okay? But at this point in time, it ain't finna come together. Y'all need a break from each other, and I'm gonna let y'all know about that, and I'm gonna let y'all handle that, and that's just gonna be the fuck it. See, they don't know how to do that, but y'all grown fucking women. Y'all grown fucking women with kids, ex-husbands, husbands, and all that shit, okay? I just don't get it. This episode, as y'all can tell, it pissed me off. Like, Jacqueline, you never used to be this way. And I know it seems like I'm just coming down on Jacqueline, but her behavior was okay? And you want to be upset at the fact, they was like, Teresa didn't come to her side. She just wanted Teresa to come to her side. Give her a reason to come to her side first. You didn't give her a reason to. And just because we friends, let's get this clear. With anybody, just because we're friends, just because we're family, that does not mean that I automatically come to your side or have to agree with you with what you do or what you say. Because it's not going to happen like that, all right? It is not going to happen like that. Then after that, you go home. Siggy and Dolores talking about something, they gonna go home, okay? And when Teresa come up in there, I will say this. When Dolores snapped the fuck off, she was like, I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this. Okay? Siggy crying and all this stuff. And they trying to have a good time and all this shit. And Jacqueline was, Teresa was like, okay, I see it. I see it. I got chills. You pissed off. This the Dolores that I know. We gonna go kick it and all this stuff. When Dolores said in that confessional, after all this stuff that happened, and then Melissa come up in here looking like she finna go to Studio 54 with a face full of makeup, and then Teresa come up in here with this little thing on her head looking like Melania in a little purse. Bitch, that shit had me fucking rolling. That made me laugh so hard for some reason. Because they did. They did. I said, she do look like Melania. But, and Teresa is there once again to have fun. She is not trying to engage in no drama because her husband, if that's the case, she could have stayed at home with Joe, who's about to go to jail in 2 weeks. I thought that was a nice little cute moment between her and Melissa in the little gondola, and she's talking about, the situation with Joe. He's about to go into it. I thought it was also cute with Joe and the girls talking and all that shit. Gia is fed up with Joe. What you need to do is not be drinking no more. That's going to also help your ass to lose some weight. Melania was like, bitch, you fat. I can't imagine you skinny, okay? Well, you fatter than pregnant people. I said, Lil Melania. And somebody said in the comments, Melania and Joe are kind of like the same. That's like his mini-me. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, truly is. So, she got a mouth on her. We all can agree on that. But it was cute. Your little Adriana, she's daddy's little girl, for real, for real. Gabriella was just sitting there laughing. She ain't gonna say shit. She's just gonna laugh, okay? But, Jacqueline, you called Kathy over there to the house to come say something. And I'm just like, so you gather people that's not cool with Teresa at the moment, who she technically don't really have a problem with. She just don't want to deal with at the moment. But to vent your frustration about something that you started, girl, get the fuck out of here. Chris, I mean, you being a husband, I guess, but I'm the type of person, and my girlfriend be telling me this, you supposed to have my side. No, I have to tell you exactly what it is. I have to tell you what it is. If you fucking up, I'm gonna tell you fucking up, okay? You need to tell your wife that her behavior was not acceptable, okay? It was not. And she's doing too much. And like they said, she's too... Yes, they got the right person that's gonna be doing this town hall meeting, this next debate. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be my... Oh, okay, I'm gonna be watching. Is it Tuesday? I'm not even gonna be home Tuesday. Oh, I'm gonna watch it online. But anyway... Yeah, Jacqueline, you're way too invested, okay? You're way too invested into the affairs of Teresa. whatever it is. And you know what your action shows? Your action shows you're guilty about something or something. You know, that's what it seems like to me. Like you're steady trying to fix something, but also you want to manipulate and fuck up everybody else's shit because you want that closeness that you have with Teresa. I have a fucking unibrow. You want that closeness. And you fucked it up. And each time that you try to get it back, you keep fucking it up and you don't realize it. But that was basically the episode. Jacqueline, you need some help. Okay, girl. Get you some help and understand that your actions is what's making people step away from it. All right? Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, and I will see you guys later. Peace.